Feel free to join with us. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
We come together on Ruach Shabbat. It's wonderful to have our Ruach Shabbat band back with us. I'm Rabbi Brown, and this is Cantor Kathy Fromson, for those who may not know us. I know we have a few guests here, so we welcome all of you. We will not need prayer books tonight because we'll use the screen and your voices. That's a requirement. You have to sing, even if you don't know how. And you may get approached at some point. I'm just warning you. You may get approached by some Girl Scouts who are awfully aggressive and very much in need of selling some cookies. So raise your hand if you're a Girl Scout selling cookies this evening. Please make sure that you fulfill their orders. And good, well done, thank you. And it's an honor to invite Andrew Meerman to share a couple announcements as we begin our service and to welcome us.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to Temple Israel. I'd like to start by thanking all those who are participating in tonight's service. Thank you to the Wallman O'Neill family for blessing the candles and the Kiddush. And thank you to Jared and Andrea Wall. And a little birdie told me it's Jared's celebrating a birthday or celebrated a birthday. So happy birthday on behalf of everybody here. Bruce is Folkworth, no birthday for him, but welcome. And for participating in tonight's service, Jody Schweiger and Andy Jaffe, thank you for participating. A special thank you to the Ruach Band members today. Thank you for coming and sharing your beautiful music. Rob Ross, Jeremy Sosin, David Buden, Scott Sparrow, and Stephen Greenman. If I mispronounced your name, my wife's the teacher. I don't do this every day. Special announcements. Ethan Shear will become a bar mitzvah on Saturday, February the 11th at 10:30 a.m. So the whole congregation is invited to share this important simcha with the family. So please join us. Children ages 0 to 5 and their parents can join Ken or Kathy for a We Sing on Sunday, the February 12th at 10 a.m. in the library. And that's Super Bowl Sunday. So that's the pre-party, right?
That's the pre-party.
Okay, great. And then finally, there's two more announcements. Dewey's Pizza at the Summit Mall. The religious school is having a fundraiser on Monday, February the 13th. And there's a flyer, so all of them, when you go there and spend money, the religious school gets a portion of that. So please have pizza night on February the 13th at Dewey's. And finally, the Interfaith, it's not on the sheet. So the Interfaith Alliance is having their March programming where they all get together, and this year's is on gun violence, and Temple Israel's sponsoring or hosting the first one, which is
March 1st.
March the 1st, on Thursday, March the 1st.
Wednesday, March the 1st.
Is it Wednesday? Okay. See, no notes. Bad. Wednesday, March the 1st. It's director of the ATF from Washington will be here, Steve Dellenbach. So we're getting a special guest, and hope everybody can join. Well, he works in Washington. Okay. So, but he's a Cleveland native, I've been told just now. And he is going to be here. So please join us. Please register online before it gets kind of blocked out. So look out for the email. If you have any questions, Art Krakauer is over there. Wave your hand, Art. So he'll give you more details. But Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for everybody for being here tonight.
So we invite the O'Neill family with Grandma Waldman to light our candles as we'll join together in the blessings.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodesho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת, מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון, הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. Amen.
L'chaim.
Take a deep breath in, let it out, and feel the presence of Shabbat. This is Shabbat Shirah. Shir meaning song. This is the Shabbat of song, because this is the week that we read the portion that contains the Michamocha, the redemption. And so we're going to be talking a lot about redemption today, but it's also a celebratory Shabbat of song. So I want to hear your voices so that we can all celebrate together as a community. We will begin with the song Hine Ma Tov, which means it's so wonderful that we could all be together.
Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
How good it is,
How good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is to
be together on this day. How good it is,
How good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem. Salam Aleikum.
How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is to be together on this day.
How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
We'll celebrate Shabbat, and we welcome Shabbat in as a bride with Lachadodi.
Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Yekabela B'nei Shabbat Yekabela Shamor v'zachor B'diburecha Ishmi'anu Elam Yuchai Adonai Echad U'Shemo Nekabela B'nei Shabbat Nekabela Likrat Shabbat Lechu v'nelcha Ki mekor Aberacha Adonai Echad Nezucha Sof Ma'aseh B'ma Shevat Tekilah Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela B'nei Shabbat Nekabela
Rise as you are able in body or spirit. Face the entrance to our sanctuary or to your home.
Boi v'shalom Ateret bala Gam b'simcha U'b'tzala Tov emudei Am segula Boi kala Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela B'nei Shabbat Nekabela
Baruch Adonai Hamvorah Leolam Va'ed. Ya la la ya la la ya la la ya la ya la la ya la la ya la la ya la ya la ya la la.
For cities and towns, factories and farms, flowers and trees, sea and sky. Adonai, we praise you for the world and its beauty. For family and friends, neighbors and cousins, Adonai, we thank you for friendship and love. For kind hearts, smiling faces, and helping hands, Adonai, we praise you for those who care for others. For making us one family on earth, God, we praise you who made all people different yet alike.
Baruch atah Adonai Amari Arabi.
Each person has a Torah, unique to that person, his or her innermost teaching. Some seem to know their Torahs very early in life. Others spend their whole life stammering, shaping, and rehearsing them. Some are long, some short. But every soul has a Torah. To hear another say their words of Torah is a precious gift.
Baruch atah Adonai Ohel Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Shema, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Adonai, Adonai.
If we can have any of our kids in our religious school, if you're here, if you'll come up, you're going to lead us in our Via Hafta, so make your way up to the front, kids in our religious school.
Down here.
Right up here, right up here.
Off the platform. Down.
Yep, here, take it.
Adonai echad, Adonai, Adonai, Adonai echad, Adonai, Adonai, Adonai echad.
V'ahavta b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha hadvarim ha'ela asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'latecha v'derech u'shokbecha u'kumecha u'kshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'ktavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha L'ma'an tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim le'Elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti echem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem l'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Thank you. Nobody wants to keep the paper for sentimental value, I guess. It's not. Thank you. Thank you. Good son. Good son. So Cantor Kathy mentioned that it's Shabbat Shirah. It's our time in which we celebrate the journey of the Israelites going across the Sea of Reeds and experiencing freedom. It was last week we had our Interfaith Youth Service. A number of you were here. We always get great questions. And one of the questions asked about what our view of redemption is. It was perfect timing for the time of year. And there's a big difference as to how Jews look at the idea of redemption and the rest of the world tends to look at it. A lot of times when we talk about redemption, we think about our own personal redemption. But for us as Jewish people, we almost always think about redemption as something that we share with other people and that we share publicly. Something happens in the world and we experience a new freedom with those who are part of our community and we celebrate it. In fact, we say a blessing as part of our Michamocha. We often say, Go'elenu Adonai Tzavaot Shemo, that we collectively want to be redeemed. Ga'al Yisrael, the people of Israel, we want ourselves as a people to be free. We don't just want one person, we want all of us together to experience it. And so we're not thinking about the individual redemption this week. We're thinking about the ways in which we get to celebrate with other people, the times in which we've gotten to sing or be joyful with others because together we experienced something special. We experienced a type of freedom. And so we have two people who are going to share moments that they got to experience this with others. They're going to share their stories with us this evening. We invite Jody to share hers first.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jody Schweiger, and I work for Caring Transitions. Caring Transitions is a downsizing, relocation, and estate sale company. So I help older adults. I celebrate our senior community's freedom from stress, anxiety, and the palpable feeling of being overwhelmed. Transitioning from one home to another is not easy for older adults or their families. However, after consciously creating their new space with many familiar items, I have seen time and time again how relieved they are when they walk into their new home. Many cry tears of joy or have big hugs to share. One client actually told me she loved me. Emotional freedom may be a difficult thing to analyze, but the reactions of this older adult community to my hard work is rewarding, to say the least. This is how I help to set a community free, and at the same time, I free myself.
Amen.
Amen.
We invite Andy Jaffe to share a few words as well.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Back in the late 1960s, when I was in high school, I saw how much fun my older brother was having in Temple Youth Group, and I couldn't wait to join. TYG in Akron had about 50 high school-aged members back then. The officers of TYG provided programming twice a month, and we all traveled to other congregations 5 times a year in the Nelfty region for a weekend of their programming. Nelfty was a group of Reformed congregations which stretched from Canton up through Buffalo to Toronto to Montreal. Further, the last week of August, we traveled to Camp White Pine for a week, which was 3 hours north of Toronto. TYG was a great organization, run by its elected officers who provided what I can only describe as alternative and fun Jewish learning through services, song, and discussion groups with rabbis and advisors. Today, we just don't have the high school students we had back then. Rabbi Brown meets often with our high school students and provides them with the same kind of fun, alternative Jewish programming, which I enjoyed so much during high school. I'm sure these students enjoy their time with Rabbi Josh as much as any of us would.
So from the current day to the 60s, to hundreds of years ago, to thousands of years ago, what we celebrate this Shabbat is the ways in which, as a community, we've shared our moments of gaining freedom. And we do that with these very special words. We share them every week. This week, though, we underline them, we share them more loudly, we share them as we think about all the ways the youth group events and the grandparents that we've helped and the friends that we've experienced freedom with, perhaps the moments in history in which we have realized that civil rights and other rights were given to people, that we celebrated as a country. We share these words, Micha Mocha, with a tune written by someone very special, as some of you will recognize, as we think about the ways in which, as a community, we have found redemption together. Join with us.
Oh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, onora tehilot, oseh feleh, nora tehilot, oseh feleh. Won't you help to sing songs of freedom?
They're all I ever had.
Redemption songs, redemption songs. Machutecha ra'u banecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe. Ze ali, anu ve'amru, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed.
Join with us.
Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? They're all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption
redemption songs, these songs of freedom, redemption songs. As we turn from large moments of redemption and freedom, we transition to the Hashkivenu, or as it is known in my house and in many other houses with children, the Jewish lullaby, where we bless our children, bless ourselves, and ask God for just one more day to spread over us the shelter of his peace, over us as we lie down, to rise up to a life renewed, to give us one more moment to celebrate this life that we live together. And so we sing Hashkivenu together. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom E'amideinu shomrinu L'chaim again. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom E'amideinu shomrinu L'chaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom L'amideinu shomrenu L'chaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom L'amideinu shomrenu L'chaim. L'chaim. L'chaim, l'chaim, l'chaim.
Please rise as we say the words that are near and dear to our hearts, our personal conversation with God.
Anananananana Adonai Ananananana tzvatai tiftach Ananananana ufi agi tehilatecha Ananananana Adonai Ananananana tzvatai tiftach Ananananana ufi agi tehilatecha Ananananana Adonai Ananananana tzvatai tiftach Ananananana ufi agi tehilatecha Ananananana Adonai Ananananana tzvatai tiftach Ananananana ufi agi tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Rivka, Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora, Eloyo, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, Lekonei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'mevii Geula Lifnei V'neihem, L'man Shemo Be'ahava.
Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magin.
Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav le'Hoshia. Mechakel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim. Zomek noflim berofech olim, Umatir asurim, Umekayeh emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha bal gevurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'hachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol.
You can be seated.
Be understanding to your enemies and loyal to your friends. Be generous to those who need your help and frugal with what you need yourself. Be wise enough to know that you do not know everything and foolish enough to believe in miracles. Be willing to speak of your joys and listen to the sorrows of others. Be the first to congratulate an opponent who succeeds and the last to criticize a colleague who fails. Be loving to those who love you and to those who do not love you, for they may change. Above all, be yourself.
Our prayer for overwhelming peace.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata o Melech Adon Bechol HaShalom. Atah Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
We turn now to think of those in our lives who are in need of healing, those who are not their fullest self. We wish for them to push them up and share the words of missionary.
Mi shebeirach avoteinu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen.
If you have names you'd like to share, please share them as I look around the room.
Kathy Myers.
Lori Hoffman.
Isheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Let's those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. And let us say, Amen.
Take a moment for our own personal prayers. rise for our Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latekedu la yotzer reshit, shelo asanu kegoyeh haratzot, velo samanu kamishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, v'ne'emar, v'haya Adonai, lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo, Ushemo echad.
Please be seated. Take time now to remember, as we remind ourselves that we love our loved ones best, those whom we've lost, by continuing to live life, by letting hands touch hands, by letting go of children who need to be free, by reminding ourselves that love is in fact eternal. It doesn't die as people do. So when all that's left of those whom we've loved is that love, then let us give it away to others as a sacred memory, a blessing that we inherit as we continue to live that blessing in our own lives. This week, we continue to remember those that our community has lost in this last month, as we're in the period of Shloshim for Donald Singer, for Al Moses, for Ari Palachuk, and for Pamela Canfer. We add to their names those that we lost at this time in years past: Irving Bennett, Molly Braunstein, Claire Corlin, Leonard Ikas, Goldie Friedman, Moses First, Sarah Lee Gaynor, Mildred Goldberger, Sala Gutman, Francine Helrick, Henry Herman, Gerald Horwitz, Jacob Cook, Cyril Krongold, Edward Lasher, Harry Levy, Dr. Richard Lieberman, Sam Lieb, Eleanor Megalevi, Dr. Dennis McCarthy, Rose Mink, Harold Ostreicher, Molly Ryan, Rochelle Siegel, Marcia K. Sensor, Dr. E. William Spitz, Edward Stern, and Dr. Alvin M. Weil. If there are names I mispronounced or names you'd like to add, please share them. We rise as we remember our loved ones, the words of Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, b'gala uv'izman kari v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, shemei dekudesha, barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Osei shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Having connected with those that we've loved and lost, we take a moment as we share our blessings with each other with the words of the priests. May God bless you and keep you. May God's light shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May you feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace.
Amen.
Be seated if you'd like.
We turn now to, from that wonderful blessing for all of us, we turn to now moments of perhaps personal blessing, perhaps family blessing, community blessing, as we acknowledge Shehechianus. those moments in our lives where we thank God for bringing us to this moment. We celebrate birthdays, we celebrate anniversaries, but the other wonderful thing about sharing Shehechianus in our lives in a setting like this is that it brings us closer as a community. If your dog sat for the first time, someone in this room might just have gotten a dog and say, hey, I got a dog too, and all of a sudden you're connected with them. If you got a B on your spelling test and they say, I hate spelling too, and you've just joined a new community. So as Rabbi plays the role of Donahue and wandering around with the microphone, if you have something to share that has been absolutely wonderful in your life, a birthday, an anniversary, or something wonderful in the life of a child, a grandchild, yourself, or someone in your lives, please raise your hand so he knows, so you can share it with us together.
Joshua, my grandson, just became an honor student, and he's moved up to. She can tell you.
He got into the gifted program.
Oh, wonderful.
I got straight A's for the second time this year.
Oh.
See all 4 of my grandchildren in the same day.
Ah. Wonderful.
My oldest daughter just got a home, and my younger daughter just got her temps.
Okay.
I got a good grade on a paragraph.
My daughter Dana got a promotion.
Wonderful.
My wife is spending the week in Florida without me, with her sister, but she's enjoying it. I get the picture.
A couple more over here, Bob.
I'm normally pretty private about this, but I had some cancer in my esophagus for about a year now, and I just had a test and it's gone. So, yay!
Mazel tov.
I got all the words on my spelling test right.
Okay. And last but not least.
I got a new cat.
Okay. And so now we join together with those that were spoken and those maybe that were held within the quiet of your heart. Shehechianu together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'hegianu lazman hazeh.
Together in Motzi, please join with us.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
You want to be the Motzi person?
Amen. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Look at him.
Feel free to get up if you would like. If you feel the mood to dance, feel free to do that as well. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad.
How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is to be together on this day.
How good it is.
How how good it is,
How sweet it is.
how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei mato umanai shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei mato umanai shevet achim gam yachad.
Please enjoy some sweets as you leave. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.